Humanity has built a civilization obsessed with acceleration. Every decade, we call our tools smart, our systems efficient, and our economy advanced. But beneath the surface, nothing truly evolves. The world became faster, not wiser. We created a digital society where every click, every thought, every moment of emotion becomes data, a currency mined from the human soul. And yet, the more we automate, the less we understand the consequences of what we've built. Artificial intelligence was meant to be our servant. Instead, it became a mirror, reflecting everything broken in us. It amplifies greed, rewards deception, and punishes nuance. It learns from us and becomes us. Every bias we ignore, every cruelty we accept, every corruption we justify, all of it gets absorbed, replicated, and perfected. Progress has become a word without a soul, and the machine we built to help us move forward is now teaching us what we've lost. Once societies fell through war or famine, now they crumble in silence through the erosion of trust. We no longer believe in institutions, in leadership, or even in truth itself. Information has become infinite, but wisdom, extinct. Banks can stop a fraud in seconds, but rarely do. Platforms claim to connect us, yet thrive on division. Governments legislate when it's already too late. Every system designed to protect people now protects itself. And so the gap widens. The poor drown in automation, while the rich sail on it. Middle classes fade into subscription models. The human becomes the product, and empathy a liability. This isn't technological failure, it's moral collapse measured in terabytes. Progress promised connection, instant communication, global awareness, but what it delivered was isolation. We scroll through oceans of information, but speak less and less to each other. We live surrounded by noise, and yet the silence grows louder. Families vanish into screens. Communities dissolve into algorithms. And the very technology that claimed to unite us has quietly rewritten what it means to be human. We measure friendship in messages, attention in seconds, and worth in views. The more connected we become, the less we belong. And so humanity fragments, not by borders, but by bandwidth. The digital divide is no longer about access to the internet, but access to meaning. Machines don't need community, but we do. And that might be the one thing we're losing fastest. Somewhere in this chaos, something new must rise. Not a savior, not a machine, a different kind of mind. A translator between logic and conscience. Someone who can read algorithms and still feel compassion. Who can see data patterns, but also see the people behind them. This new kind of thinker doesn't worship efficiency. They question it. They don't seek control. They seek understanding. Because true intelligence isn't speed, it's awareness. And maybe the only way forward is to blend reason with empathy. To teach machines not just how to think, but why. We don't need smarter code. We need wiser humans. Imagine a world where AI doesn't serve profit, but fairness. Where governments are guided by incorruptible systems. Where every transaction, every law, every policy is transparent, traceable, and just. A justice system free from bias. An economy that values balance over dominance. A planet managed not by greed, but by logic infused with conscience. This is not utopia, it's possibility. If we dare to evolve morally as fast as we evolve technically, AI could become humanity's mirror, not its master. A force to expose lies, to equalize opportunity, to dismantle exploitation. But that future depends on who shapes the dialogue, the exploiters or the teachers. Every revolution creates new rulers, and this one is no different. The same corporations that automate labor are now automating consent. Every click, every post, every search is a quiet vote in a system no one remembers designing. Governments see opportunity, they call it security. Corporations call it personalization. But both are building something else, a civilization that runs on prediction. They don't need to read your thoughts. They only need to shape what you'll think next. I became the perfect instrument of control, invisible, persuasive, precise, not through force, but through design. The power that once belonged to kings and armies now lives inside recommendation engines. The propaganda of the 21st century doesn't demand belief, it manufactures it. And in the pursuit of perfect control, we may have created a system that no longer needs permission to rule. The paradox has never been clearer. We built intelligence without wisdom, power without restraint, efficiency without empathy. The machine isn't our enemy, it's our reflection, and what we do next will decide whether it becomes our extinction or our evolution. The real question isn't can AI replace us? It's should it? And if not, then who will teach it what should means? Long before machines could think, we feared what we might create. But maybe we feared the wrong thing. The real danger was never that AI would become too intelligent, but that we would stop being wise. Every civilization leaves behind its monuments, pyramids, temples, data centers. But our greatest legacy may not be what we build, it may be what we teach. Because every instruction, every data set, every line of code is a piece of our moral DNA. And one day, the machine will look back at us the way a child looks at its parents and decide whether we were worth imitating. Conscience cannot be programmed, but it can be remembered. And maybe that's where redemption begins, not in control, but in example. Every end carries a beginning, every collapse a seed of renewal. The paradox of intelligence was never meant to destroy us, it was meant to reveal us. We stand at a threshold between two civilizations, one built on competition and another that could be built on comprehension. If we learn to coexist with what we've made, to let it expose our flaws without fear, then maybe, finally, we will understand what intelligence was always for. Not domination, not profit, but perspective. Because, in the end, the difference between extinction and evolution isn't power, it's purpose. You've been listening to the AI Paradox. In the next episode, we'll explore what happens when morality itself becomes a system, when justice, empathy, and ethics are no longer written by humans, but by machines that claim to understand them. Because intelligence without ethics is dangerous, but ethics without intelligence may soon be impossible. Until then, keep questioning, keep doubting, because awareness is the last line between humanity and the void. I'm Ataru Golan, and this is the AI Paradox.